Alright gang, this is going to be an off-the-cuff, quick initial impressions and quick review. Just as a background, I am not a knife designer, I am not a knife maker, I have nothing to do with that, industry. I just use knives, I sharpen knives. I do not claim to be an expert, this is just my personal opinion, so take that with as much of salt as you want. But this is a prototype from Kunwu that Sergio and gang was kind enough to provide for me. It is in Vanadis 8. I have not sharpened it yet. Alright, Vanadis 8 is a very high carbide tool steel. I have to do some more research, but it's pretty close to 10V, and I am a big fan of 10V, 15V, K390, stuff like that. It will rust. I absolutely love the way it looks. Love the finish and grind on there. I did take this out to the woods. Yesterday was a little wet, so I took it out today. Got it all dirty. I rinsed it off in the sink with some dishwashing liquid. So it pardoned the smudges and stuff on there. First thing I noticed on this guy was how well contoured every single part of this thing was. Like, it almost, I didn't believe it was a prototype, to be honest with you. But if this is the direction they're going, I am a huge fan. The first thing I'll notice with a knife is obviously the way it looks, but also the way it feels in the hand. Every way I'm holding it is comfortable. Notice that nice satin finish. If you feel the behind edge thickness, it is very nice and slicey. It's not like too thin, it's not too thick. It's got a nice blade thickness here, but it does come to a nice thin edge at the front, where it's not going to be too fragile, but it's going to be able to do some work. I wouldn't use this in the woods, just because of the steel and the type. But I mean, it's not like you can't do it, but I don't think this is more of a bushcrafting, but definitely a nice EDC size knife. Obviously, you see a put together sheath, so that's not really in production, but if it has something that's pretty pocketable and secure, I think this will be perfect for in pocket or even on the waist. You notice the whole spine is knocked down. It is contoured and smoothed out. It juts out a little bit from the micarta scales, and they did a really good job with the scales here. Like I said, I don't know much about production, but it has enough grip where I feel like it's going to be very secure no matter how hard or how loose I hold it. You get a lot of control with this guy. Cutting up some food yesterday, I didn't have any issues pinch gripping it here. The length may be an issue for some longer cuts, but honestly, it was easy to use. I don't know what the, like I said, I'm not a knife designer, so I don't know what the purpose of the go-through washer things are, but they're fine. They don't get in the way of anything. Cleaning this off was easy. The micarta, it's what's in some of my oils, it's coming out pretty well. I do like a well-used micarta. Vanadis 8, I have not sharpened this yet. When I first got this out the box, very sharp, had a nice satin finish on the secondary bevel here. I have killed the edge a bit just because I'm most like cutting down freaking trees and stuff with my daughter. I'll post some videos and pictures with this post. But they have some jimping back here and here, so your thumb can rest here. Now the part I do like about here is if I have medium-sized hands, and if I'm holding it back here, the palm kind of sits there and also secures it a lot better. I absolutely love the way it feels in my hand. I can't stress that enough on how well this thing feels in your hand. And then if you want to choke up, they do have a nice generous sharpening choil right here, and also a finger choil. Now, I didn't feel like I was ever in danger of cutting my finger when I was choking up on there, but you see how much of a gap there is between my medium-sized hands and finger on the sharpening choil, so be aware of that. That probably and can be adjusted, I'm guessing, with the final production. But if this is anything close to something that they would produce, I think it's a winner. I mean, it's in there with the SE size knives, the smaller Bradleys, stuff like that. I think it's just a great EDC size knife. It's not going to be like your woodsman knife, your self-defense knife, but EDC size blade, which a fixed blade is so easy to just deploy and use. You don't have to worry about anything failing on it because it's just a solid full tang knife. I mean, if you guys have any questions or anything you wanted more specific thoughts on, please let me know. But it's a winner. I love the contouring, I love the scales, I love the way it feels. The only issue I thought, and I spoke with them on it, was just this choil and how close it gets to your finger. But you know, as much as you want to bear down up here, I mean, it's chamfered all the way to the tip. So I mean, there's no hot spots on this thing. I'm telling you, it's a dream to hold. You know, I sound like I'm gushing, but I'm honestly being honest. I'm not gonna, I have no I have no like I don't have any incentive to lie about it. I mean, they gave it to me to try to see what I thought. I have not sharpened it yet, which I'm about to soon. It feels like maybe a 20-degree edge. We'll have to see, but even the factory edge was super even. I do have some damage up front because I was smacking it against tree and wood earlier today, but it held up great. The only problem I had was I'm not a sheath maker, so I just had to make something I could kind of keep the blade in, and I kept it in my pocket. Didn't really have an issue. Is that the safest thing to do? I don't think so. But you notice everything, even the bottom part of the blade stock has been chamfered. It's just so well thought out. And if this is a prototype, and you even have a little lanyard hole there, look how well hidden that is. And then if you look on the side, you don't see it. But if you want a lanyard, you have it there. You can have a short one, a long one. You can have it secured any way you want it. But anyway, that's really not part of the package here. But yeah, if this is the direction they're going for, I can't wait to see the final product. I absolutely am thoroughly enjoying this one, and I can't wait to sharpen up and put it through its paces at work here. And I'll definitely keep you guys posted. And, you know, hit me up if you guys have any questions on it. But yeah, check that out. Vanadis 8. You don't really see a lot of stuff made out of that.